Ho, ho, ho.
It's
Ho,
Christmas
ho,
time. Jingle your bells, bitches. It's Christmas time.
Well, there's the intro right there. There's the intro.
There's the intro. And we've dressed up in our Christmas attire. I don't have a Santa hat, but Tom's got his Santa hat on, and that's respect.
That'll do. If you can't tell, Andy's in a great and cheery, merry mood, which we love. We love. We've both got a Christmas beverage. Beverage. Cheers, mate. Whiskey and Coke.
Yep.
Beverage.
And I'm on the beers just to celebrate the landmark that is the end of season 1, because it's been a lot of fun, and we're having a Merry Christmas special. So yeah, why not? I thought I'd get the beers out tonight. Enjoy it.
I did the exact same thing. I just didn't have any beer in the house. All I had was whiskey and Coke. That's what I've gone with.
Whiskey is just as good.
Oh mate, it's delicious.
That's coming from me. Yeah,
a little bit too good for 3:30 in the afternoon, my time.
Yes, it's a slippery slope.
It's a downward slope from here, I tell you.
A good way to be in bed by like 6, 7.
It will happen.
Early night.
I know. Usually it's like, oh, that's nice. I'll go get another one. And then by the time I look at the time,
10
it's like,
down.
Oh, there's my 7th one.
It's always because when you drink before dinner, that's what kills me. Like if I drink on an empty stomach, nuts.
Done. You're just done, yeah.
Done.
I'm the exact same, mate. Well, Merry Christmas, mate.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everyone listening. Oh, same time. Cheers, you guys. Snap. You owe me a Coke and whiskey. So yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Season 1, end of season 1. It's been let's look back.
It's been a roller coaster.
We've had some crazy good songs, spoken to some crazy cool people, and just got to chat about music and songwriting and production. What a great season, and what better way to cap it off with some Christmas music, eh?
Totally. And it's been kind of, when did we start this? Like September? Was it September. October?
Yeah,
it's not been very long.
No, not at all. We're it's just a testament to everyone listening and following us. We've had so much love sent our way, so thank you so much. And just you wait for season 2. We've got some things coming your way. Let me tell you, you're not going to want to miss it. We've got such exciting interviews.
So we've got some incredible guests coming on that will really give us hopefully a great insight into just like their career and everything that they've experienced this far that's got them to the reputable place in the music industry that they've got to. And we're going to tackle different areas, aren't we? Like we're going to get on some like incredible producers, some songwriters, Grammy award winning people. Mad. It's going to be mad.
Yeah, I can't wait already just to chat to these people, let alone record it and put it out there for the world.
Yeah, it's going to be good. So stay tuned for that, and very, very exciting stuff. But we've got lots of music in this episode, so we're going to try and get through it all, and still the same time that we usually give you guys, right around about an hour. But we'll see how that goes, especially if I'm a couple of beers in. We might just wrap it on. So we'll see how we go.
Let's see how we go.
The first song is very Christmassy. I mean, these are all very Christmassy, right? Because they're Christmas songs.
They're all original Christmas songs as well.
All original Christmas songs, no covers here, and they're really, really cool. So very happy to have them all on the show, and we'll play the first one. That's from Wendy Lucas.
Hey guys, my name is Wendy Lucas. I'm a singer-songwriter from Boston, Massachusetts, and I just released my new original Christmas song called Christmas with Me. It's available on all streaming platforms, and it was so fun to write and to produce. And the song is basically about a long-distance relationship during the holidays, which can be really hard. And I'm sure a lot of couples and people are going to go through that this year with COVID. So the song is about all the fun things that you want to do with your significant other during the holidays, like baking Christmas cookies and watching Christmas movies and making hot chocolate and all of those fun things. So yeah, it's called Christmas with Me, and I hope that you guys really enjoy it, and I hope you have a great holiday season and stay safe. Thanks. Snow is falling as it always does this time of year. Bells are ringing, people singing, full of Christmas cheer. But I can't sing if you're not near. So take that flight and please get here. I wanna make hot chocolate and Christmas cookies with you, lay awake, watch Christmas movies with you, do the things that we can't do when you're away and I'm missing you. Hold my hand while snow is falling, baby, can't you hear the mistletoe is calling? Grab your bags, you have a key, won't you come spend Christmas with me? I can't wait to see your face, just call when you get and don't forget your Christmas sweater, the one you got last year, 'cause I can't sing.
Yes! Love it!
Oh, how
Love
much
it.
fun.
So Christmassy.
How much fun
So
is
Christmassy.
that? I love it.
Guys.
I love it.
Yes.
Good
opener.
I listened to this a few times, and the thing that I love the most is the suspended seventh chord before the chorus. There's like the pre-chorus, and it just gets a little bit dark there for a second, and it comes back into the
Yeah, it goes really like poppy and happy. And
yeah. Oh, it's so catchy. It gives me that kind of like 50s a cappella vibe, like in the chorus. Just so much fun.
She's went like hard in the harmonies, doesn't she?
Oh, I love it.
There was so many cool.
Well, a lot of the chordal information in the song and in the chorus is coming through the vocals, which I love. I love the fact that she's really stripped back the instrumental portion of the song, and all of that chord and harmony comes through the vocal, and it's so cool. It just gives it such a different dynamic, and of course, it's so much fun. Like, what a fun little tune!
So much fun. And you can relate to it, can't you? Like,
oh yeah,
you want to make like hot chocolate. I'd love to make more gingerbread cookies because I love them, but
I like to eat them. I don't like to make them.
Someone I'm with doesn't like them. Not bitter or anything, Tom. I'm not bitter.
Well, Wendy said that this one was like about long distances and being away from someone, right? Which
what you want
I can definitely relate to that. I think a lot of people will relate to it. I just think it's what a fun song and a different kind of take on a Christmas tune, but still happy.
Yeah,
and it still puts you when especially the first bit, like that, just with the keys and vocal. I'm like, whoa, that puts me. There's only some songs that do this. It puts me walking in London next to the Thames at night in the rain.
With the Christmas... Oh, right, okay. But I thought you were going to say with the Christmas lights.
Well, with the Christmas lights as well, of course. But like, only certain songs do that to me, and this is one of them. And I don't know what it is. I think it's the keys and the chords progression. I loved it, man. I really enjoyed this one.
It was so good. I thought the mix was really like clear and crisp.
Very clear.
Like lots of reverb on that vocal as well, but I really liked the way Wendy just started with her vocal and those, like, it was like a bell paddy keys thing, wasn't it? At the very, very start.
I loved it.
Which was just so like intimate. And then, that seventh kind of harmonic chord just straight in to that massive hook of a chorus, which was like, it really opened up the mix at that point. And the moving bass, yes. I'm always going to talk about a moving bass. It was like boom, 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 dee. Oh, I just love that. As soon as you start to do that, I'm like bopping.
I've done the same. Very few songs make me kind of pick a dance, if you know what I mean. Like straight away, I'm like, oh, what is my head doing? I have no control of this.
I'm becoming a dancing monkey.
Oh, what is happening? But yeah, these kind of songs I love, just having a little boogie to.
Yeah, really good, like feel good vibes.
Oh, very.
And I liked the way like the start was kind of like somber. It it wasn't like instantly like happy. It was more like she was pondering about, I want to be with you. And then it was like, I want to drink hot chocolate. You know, it was just it was cool.
Very clever arrangement. You're absolutely right. Just to start off, and you can tell that she's written that to make you feel like, oh, shit, I'm really missing this person. And then but it's still Christmas, so have a dance. You know what I mean? Like, I loved it. Wendy, well done. Smash that.
Well done, Wendy. And she self-produced it, which is
really, really well produced. Really well produced.
Yeah, so she's done a cracking job, like balancing the acoustics and hard stereo field. You know, lovely low end with the bass. It's hot. Good drums.
The vocal production is top notch. Like, you wouldn't. Really you're not going to find vocal production like that everywhere you go. So, fantastic job, mate.
Well done, pal. Well done. Right, we've got a lot to get through, Tom. So we're gonna have to fire through these, mate. So, without further ado, we're on to the next Christmas song. Very, very different. We love that. And this is from Jesse.
Hey there. This is Jesse Slack, and this is my brand new Christmas song, Christmas Time With You, on the Songwriters Lounge podcast, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
All the roads are backed up, everybody's packed up to head to where they need to go. But who wants to travel with a million other people who don't know how to drive in the snow? And I ain't got time for no checkout lines, and on Christmas Eve the best gifts are gone. So I wrote you a good old-fashioned country Christmas song. We'll be laughing and singing while the jingle bells are jingling. Baby, we can deck the halls. We'll pour a rum and eggnog, fire up a Yule log, and we can wait for Santa all night long. Just you and me on Christmas Eve, getting all lit up like our Christmas tree. That's the one gift I would choose. 'Cause all I want for Christmas is to spend a little time with you.
Aww. I feel the same way. How about you, Tom?
Oh, I've lost for words. I'm lost for
speechless.
words.
So speechless.
Oh, mate.
You're overcome with just the emotion that you feel towards me. I get it.
Well, and
we won't let anyone else know. It's fine.
Well, Jesse's voice helps.
It
helps me get
we're on a podcast.
Damn. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. Sorry, I forgot you were there. Oh. Just talking about each other. Oh, it's awkward.
It happens. 20% of our podcast that you don't hear is that. Sorry, Jesse's voice does that to me. It makes me reminisce.
Yeah.
It hits me right there. But
what a really good, like, I love the jingle bells. Like, as soon as you put jingle bells in a song, it's Christmassy. So straight away I was like, yes, loving that in the intro. And I love the guitar offbeats.
Me too.
Because you could definitely add in like that country vibe in there. I mean, it was very country, but it had that Christmassy feel. I liked it.
I just think Jesse's voice is so cool. Like, he's got a great voice, and he sits right in that range where he knows his voice sounds good, in a very unegotistical way. And damn, talk about taking a bass line for a walk. Here's another one.
Yes, I know.
Dude, I love it.
A moving bass.
Super cool country vibe. I especially like the percussion in the chorus. Like the cymbal hits are really nicely, just that like the crash cymbal hits are really nicely done. And the vocal run in the chorus melody is great. Yeah, it's just really cool and easy to listen to. And, you know, great song arrangement again, really nice chord progression. Clever choice because it's very common chord progression, of course, but what it does when you pick a chord progression like this is it instantly makes you feel like you know the song and you've heard it before, and it makes it really easy to learn and pick up the melody. So again, just really clever choices. Really cool song. Loved it. Again, you're completely right with what you said when you said it's a very country vibe, but also you're like,
yeah,
it is Christmassy.
It is. It definitely is.
Yeah. Like country Christmas song is a perfect title for it because that's exactly what it is.
Just hit the nail on the head.
Exactly. Yeah. For me, there was just a slight too much slap delay on the vocal, but
totally agree.
Other than that, really liked it. It's added to my country and my Christmas playlists. Double Trouble is what I call this one. Double Trouble.
Double Trouble. Yeah, like I think like that's the only thing I'd agree with, critique-wise. That's just like, it's like to taste, isn't it? It's a production taste, if you like. So, yeah, too much slap delay on the vocal for me. But, I mean, that's really it. I really enjoyed the song overall. I thought it had a really nice, like, balanced low end.
It did. It was warm.
Which really helped that moving bass sit really nicely for us to, you know, to add that body, but also, you know, when you're moving the bass around like that, and you're not like holding the notes, it can be difficult to control, especially because you don't want the low end to be too dynamic. You want it to be quite compressed, quite well controlled. So when you risk that when you have a moving bass, but I thought they did a really good job in this. You know, it's really balanced at the low end. Is it wrong to want a square dance in the snow?
No, I mean, that's a very precise question.
Is it square dance or is it line dance, or are they the same thing?
Line dancing is very, like, you see that a lot in Nashville. So
yeah, it's like a country thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
the line dancing. Yeah,
it's really impressive actually when you see it. Like, I'm nowhere near talented enough to join in.
Nah,
oh no, dude, I can't dance. I've got 2 left feet.
I'd like to, like, I've watched some on YouTube and some people are like really good at it. Like, it's really technical and fast on some songs, but
you get the...
Yeah, I think I was imagining Santa like line dancing to this.
Yeah, okay.
That's the vibe that it took me to.
Is there like...
That's the space mentally I went to.
Is there a better compliment than that to Jesse? It's literally called Country Christmas Song. And you want to line dance with Santa.
Yeah, with like all his elves, you know, in one big line. And they're doing their little dance off before they get in the sleigh and they head to Tom's house to drop off the presents.
I'm just like imagining like in a country bar, like, you know, they have like the bucking bull. That could be Rudolph, like trying to stay on Rudolph.
Santa trying to stay on Rudolph.
Santa off his tits on the dance floor.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
but
man.
yeah, really fun track
Loved
to listen to.
Really cool, Jesse. Nice one, mate.
And one to add to the Christmas playlist, guys.
And the country playlist.
And could be Christmas every day. if you're up for it.
If you fancy that.
Class. Right, so we're taking it down a tone. We're bringing it down. We're making it more relaxed. We're making it a bit darker. And we've got this beautiful song from the Eves, who we featured way at the start in season 1.
I think it was one of the first episodes or the second episode.
One of the couple of first episodes. So these guys they've been at the start, they're here at the end, and it's a great Christmas song, guys. So this is from the Eves.
Hi, Songwriters Lounge. We're the Eves, and this is our single, Christmas in Summertime.
We wrote this song as a dedication to our dads who we lost close to Christmas time. So this song's for anyone who's lost someone.
You should know it was hard to watch you come undone. We could see you were fragile, like falling snow beneath the sun. Fading, slipping away, trying, fighting to stay away.
awesome. Oof. Another great twist to a Christmas song, isn't it? Because it is Christmas.
Moving. Yeah.
It's way deeper than the other two. Like,
oh yeah. Like you've got like obviously the classic like really cheesy like Christmas hit type vibe from the other two, and then this really spins the Christmas vibe on its head. Still makes it quite like seasonal, but you've got quite a mysterious, dark, soundscapey sound with this, don't you? So
I thought the sound design was particularly cool. It kind of put you into that kind of mysterious headspace already. So they already set you up for it. And then I thought it was a solid vocal delivery. I thought the performance was really good. I think the production on the vocal was really nice. There's a lot of air to that vocal. The guitar tone is awesome, super gritty and kind of in your face, which is again like speaks to the song in a way.
Yeah.
And I particularly like the rise before the chorus, kind of like just explodes into the chorus, and really nice melody. I think the whole thing is a lovely melody, and then the chorus melody is particularly nice. It's just one of those ones that I think a lot of people can relate to it. Great intro for the song, telling us a little bit behind the meaning of the song. Very different. Loved it. All I can say, like, just very. I mean, you wouldn't hear this and think Christmas unless you listen to the actual lyrics and had. I mean, Christmas in Summertime. Very clever name as well. I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. It's something really different, and I liked it.
Have you? Do you know anyone that has Christmas in Summertime? I remember coming across a family once that it was like in July, and they were like, oh, I can't, we're busy today. We're having, what did they call it? Fake Christmas. So it's like some people genuinely have like a big like another excuse for a family get together, and they swap presents and they have turkey and decorate. I don't know if they put up a Christmas tree.
Why not?
Some families do that. So
the closest I've had was when I was in Australia and it was Christmas. And I remember spending Christmas in shorts and a vest on the beach with a beer, and everyone's barbecuing and surfing. And I was like, "What? This does not feel right." And everyone's like,
"I honestly,
having a great time."
I would. Yeah.
So not quite what you were talking about, but I've kind of felt it was me and my mates there, and we were like, wow, we do not fit in here. Everyone's having a blast still. We had a blast. We're not Scrooges, but like it was like, I need the cold. I need the rain.
It's too warm.
Hate this. Why is this country like this? But yeah, that was weird as well. Again, this...
Yeah, I mean... I've totally went off track there, haven't I, Tom? I'll bring it back. So yeah, loved the track. Particularly when I mentioned that kind of heartbeat rhythm. I don't know if that's like a tribute to, again, like the kind of love type. I'm going to say, for me, it made me think of like it's coming from the heart, and it's like the heartbeat of either them or their lost loved ones. And it's like, we associate the heart quite often with love, don't we? So... this is a kind of testament to that, and I really liked that. I could feel it. A lot of like reverb on the vocal, like it's a reverb assault on those vocals. It's just further emphasising that long soundscapey sound that they've clearly targeted in the mix. And so much sound design, so much variation in the instrumentation that they've really developed as well through the song. There's always like new elements coming out of places in the stereo field, and you're like, my God. I mean, there was...
Clever.
In the second chorus, obviously we didn't play it to you guys, but there's like some hard-panned brass sounds as well. Like it doesn't stop in terms of the development of the sounds where we stop the snippet. It continues through the rest of the track, and it's been a really well sound designed track to emphasise the story and the kind of pain and emotion that these guys are pouring into the microphone. So and they really did that. I could hear a lot of the natural emotion coming through, and it's clearly something, as they said, so lovely in their intro. You know, it's something that means a lot to them. And there's a special kind of song for them both. So thank you for that as well, for sharing,
lovely intro.
The personal element of the song, because, that's what music can be for us. I really like the drums, particularly again in like verse 2, they come in and they really excite me. And there's this like snare with a really long reverb, which I love. So there's a lot to this song that I really enjoyed, not just in the part that we've reviewed, but right to the end. I think the only thing like critique-wise that I would have done is to distinct the vocal between like the verse and the chorus a bit more. I would have, and like just to kind of change the emotion slightly, I would have made the vocal like a lot more dry in the verse, and then allowed that kind of soaring reverb in the chorus again, just to further emphasize the contrast.
Yeah, I put a similar thing. I would have narrowed that EQ. And what I mean by that is just roll off the highs and lows, like in an extreme way, all the way to maybe 500 hertz on the low end, and in the high end, maybe cut off everything above 6K. I just get rid of everything.
Squash it in.
Just squash it in, yeah, because as you said, that really does help define it. But I put that and then I deleted it because I was like, I think that's what they're going for, because it is very soundscapey and kind of sound designy. Yeah. It's super cool. I agree with you with the percussion. I thought it was particularly clever sample choices. Like the kick is really cool and the snare is cool.
Yeah.
That's just a really cleverly arranged song, as you said, introducing new elements, stripping back.
It's a cool song.
Yeah, just
cool song.
Ladies smashed it, and the Merry Eves Christmas.
Are a cool pair that write cool Christmas songs.
A cool pair. I like that.
Yeah, thanks guys. That was really cool, and I hope you guys enjoyed listening to it as well. We'll go on to our next one. Back to the country vibe, Tom. Back to the States.
And another lovely lady that we've had on the show before, making another appearance, Lynn.
Another loyal submitter.
It's just
brilliant.
She just writes great music. So we just want to share it with everyone. So
she does brilliant music, and we're going to play it now. It's from Lynn.
Hey everybody, it's country artist Jessica Lynn, and here is my brand new Christmas single called It's Just Not Christmas. Happy holidays.
Snow is falling, what a beautiful sight. The lights are all strung up, they fill up the night. Your favorite record on the radio. If I could turn back time, yeah, here's where I'd go. I could ask for a present or two, that brand new sweater or a room with a view. But darling, what's the sense in wanting a thing when all I'm wishing for, dear Santa, can't bring? It's breaking my heart inch. Another Christmas without you. Everybody says that time heals all pain, but I'm still waiting for my heartache to fade.
Oh, just
sad.
But like we said, what a lovely song just to listen to. Like
honestly, beautiful.
It's just one of those songs you could put on and just sit and listen to it, and it puts me in like a kind of in front of a fireplace with a whiskey, with a Christmas tree there kind of mood, you know?
Yeah, totally, yeah. With the lights down low.
Oh yeah, lights down, maybe a bit of snow outside, a little sprinkle here and there.
It's cold outside.
Dickhead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it. I really I particularly liked how the guitar picking, the guitar melody they've chosen kind of partners and kind of goes down the same path as the vocal melody. Like, and it just makes it a really easy to listen to and easy to follow song, which is important. I thought the guitar is produced well. You get the attack of the pick hitting, but also not the annoying high end, like the 6K of the guitar pick. So I thought that was taken away really nicely on the, probably just with, I don't know, whether like a dynamic EQ or just any old EQ would do the trick there, to be honest. And I didn't know if it was pedal steel or an electric guitar with a slider, but whatever it was, like we've spoken about sliding guitar on the show probably every week. And it's just another brilliant example of it.
It's obviously popular at the moment.
I just say it's one of those things that adds depth to a song.
Adds depth, emotion, interest.
And so does Jess's voice. Like, I've always enjoyed listening to Jess sing, and I thought this was exactly that. I think she performs and delivers the vocal beautifully. Particularly, I want to talk about the engineering of this song, because whoever engineered it picked the perfect mic for Jess's voice. It picks up all those lovely breaths and something that you can't. Of course,
emotions.
Of course, they've EQ'd it and they've brought up that air a bit, but it picks up the whole kind of range of her voice when she's speaking into the mic, or singing into the mic, not speaking into the mic. But just whoever engineered it, great job. Whoever produced it, great job. But Jess as well, what a beautifully delivered song. It puts you, her voice and her delivery and her songwriting put you in any emotion that she chooses for you to listen, like to feel. Just brilliant songwriting. Great Christmas song. Another twist to a kind of, as you said, like it comes away from the Christmas song normality.
Like the cheesy pop type stuff.
Yeah, and it brings you back into something, and just loved it. I really enjoyed the whole melody of the song, just really well delivered. And if I had a fireplace, I'd sit down and listen to it with a whiskey and coke, let me tell you.
Yeah. It's cool, like, because as I was listening there, I like cranked up and my headphones as well, and just got like lost myself in the sound. And I just love the intimacy of the track. Like it, I think that's why like it pulled you to being in that space, like in the chair with the fire and the tree and the, you know, that kind of cozy feeling, because it was quite like a cozy, intimate mix, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
So like if the listeners are also listening, because you get a different obviously feel when you listen to music in your car. So you maybe won't get what I'm talking about if you're in your car, but if you're in like a set of headphones, I do recommend it, because it's a really nice, intimate performance, and the kind of signal from the acoustic is like really wide but intimate, which I usually would really like. I think I'd struggle to get that balance, because when you push something out wide, sometimes you can kind of push it back sonically, but it still felt like right up in your face. And I just generally liked the sonic balance overall. It was a really well balanced out kind of production, with especially good balance, like you've already said, of the vocal, which, you know, was delivered very, very well. Like I even loved like at the very end when she did a kind of like a whisper word. It was almost like a big sigh, and like it would be so easy to just say like, oh, just sing that, but the fact that you can't really hear the word, but you just feel what she's saying and what she's singing about in that moment, that's everything for me, because it's not like she sang the note perfectly, but it was totally right to bring that end of phrase in that way. And I love that when you kind of get in that space in the studio and the vocalist and the producer work together to try and create that mood. You know, yeah, it really nailed it for me. And I think that builds a lot of where it takes the listener into that intimate kind of cozy zone.
It's just clever. It's just clever. You're using a natural kind of what we do without even realizing it in music. And like another great example of that is like when people talk in their songs, like Billie Eilish. she'll like sing a verse and then she'll just end the verse with like a, just like 2 words that she just speaks, and it emphasizes that she's just fed up. And the same with this.
You and me. Yeah, I know exactly what you're on about there. That's so true. It's so true.
Emphasis without having to sing.
Yeah.
Clever songwriting.
Quite right. And I think listening to it, the only thing I picked up on was just a bit like, again, it was when I cranked up the sound in my headphones, just a bit of like guitar scratching going on. But I think that's, again, it's adding to the realness of it. But
what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Guitar scratching? Just
like the kind of, with the finger picking, getting some of the natural squeaks.
And
the string squeaks and that kind of thing. So maybe, hitting the kind of wood of the guitar as you're picking, all these things. It's an acoustic instrument are going to pick up. I don't know really how you would fully gate that away.
I'm a
but that's really the only kind of imperfection that I saw. But I'd kind of be tempted potentially. I can imagine if I was in the box mixing it, trying to take it out, I'd maybe be very quick to put it back in. Because
I don't record. When I record guitar, I don't record with a pick, because every time I record with a pick, I don't know if it's my ears or I just cannot get rid of it. It's definitely something to do with my playing. I'll hit the wood of the guitar, and that kind of will come through underneath everything, and you can't really get rid of it. It's just so
you can't really.
Yeah, I mean,
subtle,
very subtle. I still think it's
very subtle.
I just like the song.
Cute. Number 1 fan.
Merry Christmas, Jess.
Merry Christmas. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you. And we're on to our final track. So we've been blessed with a lot of music in this episode.
We have.
God, I'm sweating. Sweating in this Christmas jumper.
Christmas jumper. In America, they don't call this a jumper, by the way.
Is it a sweater?
Sweater. Do you know what a jumper is here? I had to find out the hard. No. A jumper is like a dress.
A dress?
Yeah, so when I first moved here and I was like, I might wear a jumper today, people are like, is this guy serious? I'm like
mate, there'd be so much that I would end up saying over there that people would look at me like, what the hell is he talking about?
Dude, there's been so much. I've had to dull down everything about
dress.
A dress, yeah. It's a dress.
That's nuts.
They would not understand you if you said, I'm going to put a Christmas jumper on. They'd be like,
Well, I mean, I kind of think it's weird whenever I hear like, I'm going to like take off my pants.
Oh, yeah, me too.
They mean like trousers. And to me and you, they mean like, no, they're getting fully stripped down.
I do. There's so much. For another time, we'll get into that. I've got some funny stories, but
for another time.
But
maybe season 2.
Maybe.
Right, this next one's going to cool us down, because this next one's called Frosty, and it is from Sarah.
Hi, this is Sarah Harralson, and this is my new holiday song, Frosty.
You'll feel a draft moving in. She brings an icy bitter wind. She may look like a snowflake, but it's not her looks making your heart race. She's got an artificial soul under that mistletoe, and when you take her home, your lips will turn blue. No flames gonna burn at 30 below. There's no return. The cold may never have bothered you, but hair will freeze over once she is through. That girl's a frigid kind of me. She's a glacial-hearted queen. She's frosty. She's so frosty.
It's definitely not a song about Frosty the Snowman.
Definitely not about the snowman. Definitely not about the snowman.
Definitely not. My God.
I love it.
Dark.
It is kind of
So good though.
It's
so good.
It's quality. I love the sleigh bells. Just keep that Christmas feel. But Sarah is actually singing on a song of mine, so hopefully in the new year you'll hear our song.
Got a nice voice.
Lovely voice, lovely delivery, great songwriter as well. I love the first thing I picked up on this song is the softness of those keys.
Mm-hmm.
So the high end is just rolled off so well. Gives it that really ambient sound, ton of reverb on the keys. Love it. Really long reverb tail, and just beautifully done. The vocal is so crisp and airy, catches all those kind of like thrust, like vocal thrust she does, like the different kind of velocities of the
thrusts.
The vocal. I'm trying to like just the lips will turn blue, like, you know what I mean, like it's just like
dynamics.
There we go. There's the word. God, I'm done with it. It's the whiskey's gone. That's just what it is.
It's the whiskey.
I love it. I love the super airy vocal, like I said, which is really cool, especially with the sleigh bell, because the sleigh bell kind of keeps that kind of higher on the stereo field. Right, to me, it's like just so nicely done and so nicely mixed in with the sleigh bell in general, just because that comes through the most instrumentally, and you've got the vocal there as well, so it keeps the Christmas feel. But of course, if you listen to the lyrics, it's like Andy said, like it's definitely about one particular thing, which will let you work out.
I'll tell you, it's about an ice cold bitch.
Ice cold bitch. Doesn't that sound fun in his accent, the Scottish accent? Ice cold bitch. Another thing I wrote down is just every couple of bars a new element is brought in, whether it's like instrumentally or like I said with the vocal melody. I know we said dynamics, but the vocal thrusts, I'm gonna keep using that word thrust. I've came up with the term, I'm gonna stick with it. It's just good songwriting, and I just
good thrusting,
good vocal thrusts. And I wrote here that I love how the vocals drive the song. Like, it's very the vocal is right there.
Very focused.
And everything kind of like goes around the vocal nicely. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I loved the vocal melody. Loved it. And yeah, I
really liked the snapping of the snare.
Yeah.
Like it had a real snap to it.
It did.
And, good attack on that snare. Like that, so it pokes right through.
Very nice.
And the jingle bells were very jingly. And what I mean by that is they were very like thick. They were in the stereo image and they were like really like dense. So lots of compression on there, lots of saturation. It was really dense, and it was really cool because it gave that kind of, I guess that kind of that dense Christmas in your ears vibe. I like that.
It was warm, wasn't it? The sleigh bells.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I mean the song's very obviously dark and frosty and cold on purpose to emphasize the emotion. I loved the reverb in the vocal. That's what I really liked. A lovely, lovely reverb choice to just smoothen out that vocal into the song. And I really liked her vocal expressions that she used, and maybe that's the same
thrust.
As your vocal thrust.
You mean thrust?
But even not just like the thrusting, but even just the way she was like, kind of, I don't know, like her diction.
Her diction is very good.
The way she was kind of conveying her words was quite expressive, and I liked that. And the lyrics, man, I think I've got to give a shout out to the lyrics, because particularly, right, this is a lyric. Well, this is what I heard, so I hope it's a lyric from the from the song. It's, "She may look like a snowflake, but it's not her looks making your heart race.
Oh,
it's like,
that's a cool line.
That's class. That's a cool line.
It's a cool line.
And it's like all these are so descriptive, so direct. I really like that kind of lyrical songwriting right there. So yeah, I really took to it. I really liked the song. I really enjoyed it. And another one, I guess we've kind of started off in the show with the cheesy kind of happy feel, and we've kind of got darker towards the end of the show. But I mean, it's been a cool contrast.
It's a nice
I really liked
mix, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
you get the super
definitely.
happy.
You don't want it all to be cheesy.
I loved it.
You want to have the good and the bad, and Christmas isn't for everyone, as we know, a happy time of year. So, it's good to have music that expresses both sides of the reality that is this season.
Exactly.
I guess.
I mean, a really nice. If you think of like all the lyrics we heard, the how broad it is, it really is for
broad.
everyone. The songs we heard.
Yeah.
Great job, you guys. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. The only thing I would have upped a wee bit would be the drums, just ever so slightly, like maybe 2 to 3 dB, especially the kick, just for a wee bit more kind of low punch, just to add a bit more rhythm. But that's again a taste thing, as is everything that I critique.
Exactly.
and have critiqued this season. So it's all due to taste, and is completely subjective. So, but yeah, thank you very much for the submission, Sarah. And I'm looking forward to your song that you're doing with Tom, so I can critique the hell out of that.
Please do.
Yeah. It's always good fun. So yeah, we'll move on quickly now to our kind of submission. So Tom asked you last week. Take it away, Tom.
I mean, nice and simple this week. Keeping the Christmas theme, you guys. I didn't whip out this hat and jumper for nothing. Sweater, if you're from the States.
Not dress.
It's not a dress. I promise you guys, it's not look, it's a jumper. We call it a jumper. I'm going to go with the word jumper.
We're going to go with it.
So we asked, what is your favourite Christmas song? And
here is the first answer right away.
Hi, Songwriters Lounge. Graham John, songwriter here. My favourite Christmas song is Please Come Home for Christmas by the Eagles. Hey, Songwriters Lounge. Graham John, songwriter again. I'm sorry, I forgot my explanation as to why it's my favourite Christmas song. Just listen to it. It's those chimes, those Christmas-style chimes that chime the blues, the song structure, chord structure. It's just beautiful. I think it's just absolute tops, and it has not been topped. It's been covered, of course, because originally it was written and sung by Charles Brown, and in recent times it's been Bon Jovi who made a hit out of it, but the Eagles version is just great. And if you listen to that guitar solo in the Eagles version, it is just so sweet. It's short, it's sweet, but gosh, it gets to the point.
Yeah,
legend, mate. You know what,
band.
Graham? I almost gave Andy so much shit there because I thought he played your submission twice, because you started it on the money with the, hey guys, it's Graham John, songwriter here, on the money to the beat. It was the same. So,
he's consistent. He's a consistent fella. And, but yeah, I loved that. I love how he was like, guys, I forgot to say why.
He said, loved it, mate. You're a man after my own heart. And I love that song. I'm glad someone said that. That is in my Christmas playlist. I love the Bon Jovi cover as well. But you're right, mate. The Eagles kind of hit it in a different way. And he mentioned the guitar solo. Love that.
He does. He knows us.
Absolute geezer. Loved it.
Good. Right. On to the next one. This is from Josh.
This is Josh from Sequoia. My favorite Christmas tune is Carol of the Bells by August Burns Red.
Oh, very different.
August Burns Red.
Very metal.
Very different, mate.
Some Christmas metal. Yeah.
I played with August Burns Red. Fun little fact.
No way.
Yeah, Nottingham at Rock City.
Amazing band.
Nottingham in the UK.
Amazing band.
I played drums.
One of the best drummers. What do you think?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had to sound check before him. So I sound checked.
That's a hard thing to do.
I didn't play on his kit, which is annoying. I played on the main support act kit. And then they came out, brought his drum kit in, which of course was like...
It's huge.
Produced so much better than ours as well. But it was so emasculating. Like, especially like as a drummer, and Josh, you'll know this because Josh is a sick drummer, plays in Sequoia. When they sound check you, they're like, right, kick, snare, right, go around the whole kit now. And as a drummer, that's your time to be like, I'm going to show what I'm made of here. And like, I'm like rocking out like this really catchy, groovy beat, and then like do this super intense fill, end it, give the sound technician a look like, you good, man? Trying to be cool. Sick.
Give him a wee kiss.
And then I can't remember the guy's name, the August Burns Red drummer. He comes out and just trumps everyone there effortlessly, like just, and you're like, what? Like, how can someone be this good at drums? But he is. And he's a nice guy as well. And like, I asked him about the timing of a few of their songs because they play in crazy timings, their time signatures. And he's like, yeah, don't you get it, man? It's like, dun, 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 dun. And that's why, and then he's like just explaining it to you. So he's a musical genius in terms of theory as well.
Different level.
I didn't understand any of it. I'm like, oh yeah, I see what you mean, man. And he's like, no, you don't.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
He is lying to my face.
Yeah, this guy is slightly drunk, probably at the time.
Oh, bless
quality band, great pick, Josh.
Quality band, and they've just released this year, like a new like Christmas kind of. I don't know if you call it an EP or a small album or something, but yeah, they've just released that this year as well. So they're still making Christmas music, Tom.
Matt Grainer is his name.
Matt Grainer.
Quality
Shout out
drummer.
to you.
Actually,
what a quality drummer you are. And I've seen you live too, and mad respect. I mean, mad respect for the full band because they're very good. Anyway, we'll stop gushing about August Burns Red and go to our next submission.
I think my favourite Christmas song of all time has to be Last Christmas by Wham. Every time I hear it, I get butterflies in my stomach because it always reminds me of good times. It came out the year I was born. I know, ancient. It's the highest selling UK single to never reach number one, which is madness. George Michael wrote this in his bedroom when he was a kid. Also, some more trivia for you. The song only managed to finally chart in America after George very sadly passed away. And as we all know, he died on Christmas Day in 2016. So it was very strange and sad the following year, on Christmas Day, to be singing his lyrics. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. So it was very sad. And he had the voice of an angel, and his songs will live on forever.
I am so glad this one came up because it is my number one song. This is my number one song.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day.
And I love the music video. I just think the music video is like so cool with like the chalet and kind of love story going on there.
It's so 80s as well.
It's my number one.
So 80s.
Yeah, it's classic.
1985 that was released. I
loved the amount of... That was from Rob, by the way. And thank you for the incredible amount of trivia that he just came out with.
I didn't know any of that.
No, me neither.
I loved that trivia.
I'm not going to fact check it because I think like I'd like all that to be true, but I'm sure he knows his stuff. He certainly came across very confidently.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue.
Yeah, like, it's class.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I won't argue with you.
I think you've smashed it.
Brilliant.
Obviously, you were born in 1985 because that was the year it was released. And I just Googled it. And can you guess? Here's a fun bit of Andy trivia. Andy, can you guess how many Google results there is when you Google Last Christmas Wham?
$20 million?
53 million.
Oh, my
so
God.
It's obviously,
that's unreal.
It's been around the block a few times. So.
It sure has.
But
have you seen the film Last Christmas because the song features quite heavily in that film.
I don't think I have.
It came out, I think, last year. Really good film. Really good film.
I'll have to watch that. Last Christmas. Oh, is it with...
It's...
What's her face?
From Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Khaleesi
Yes,
from Game of Thrones.
I have watched that. Emily Clark.
Amelia Clark?
Amelia Clark, there we go.
We got
there
there
in the end.
Big shout out to Amelia Clark. It's a really good film. Really enjoyed that. Quite a cool film. So,
do we have any more submissions?
We do. We've got one final submission from Bobby.
Bobby.
What's up, Songwriters Lounge? Bobby Donnelly here with another answer for you guys. Talking about Christmas music, I'm going to have to go with PJ Morton's new Christmas album, The Christmas with PJ Morton. It's the songs you know, the songs you love, but they sound new. It's very fresh. If you want to get festive but still have all the vibes, that's definitely the way to go for 2020.
Nice.
Cool.
I will. I've not heard of it myself, but I will check it out.
Definitely not heard of it either, but I quite like when this show makes us think of stuff that we've never came across. You know what I mean?
What is... So you said Last Christmas by Wham is yours?
Yeah.
So I have two. I have Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues, which is just...
class song.
And again,
That's
like, you American listeners,
belter.
guarantee you don't know the song, but being from the UK...
way.
No, not played here, mate. Not played here.
What?
It's not played anywhere.
It's a classic.
Well, it's a classic for us. Being from the UK, this plays everywhere at Christmas. And then another one of mine is, do you know the song In Dulce Jubilo by Mike Oldfield? It's just like, it's an instrumental Christmas carol. You definitely know it because you're from the UK. You've definitely heard it before I played it to you.
Cool.
But quality.
Just one of those ones that you just know, but you don't know of by name.
You wouldn't know the name of it, but you'd hear it and you'd be like, this one. Yeah, guarantee it.
Yeah.
Guarantee it, mate.
Cool. Yeah, so Wham's my number one for sure, but Fairy Tale, that's a strong.
It's got to be up there.
Song.
It's got to be up there.
They maybe don't understand a single word. Maybe that's why it's not played anywhere else, because you maybe need a translator for people to understand.
Well, they're Irish, aren't they? The Pogues.
Yeah, they're Irish. But I mean, that's a very strong Irish accent in that song. You could say.
Yes. Very
After
strong.
a lot of Jamesons.
Definitely.
Well, that's it, Tom. That rounds up our episode, my man.
Rounds up season one. Rounds up 2020 from your favourite boys, Andy and Tom.
Don't get emotional now, right? Hold it in. I can see him tearing up, guys.
I can't.
It's a bit
you
sad, right?
You better finish.
It's a bit sad. No, so honestly, joking aside, it's been really, really fun. Me and Tom obviously started this with no expectations, really. We just wanted to talk about music, feature some awesome music that is out there, and we've already said we've featured some amazing bands and artists, some really cool listeners that have sent us in their DMs, voice note submissions, some of which we've heard obviously in this episode. And it's just really, really cool to be able to have this platform to speak about music, play you some music, and just hear your thoughts as well, music-wise. It's just been really cool. I've had a lot of fun.
It's been a blast. I can't wait for season 2. You guys are going to lose your minds when you see some of the names we've got. Lose your minds.
It's going to be big. And I'm sure we'll tease you very soon with some of the incredible people that we're going to be interviewing early next year. But until then, just stay safe through the COVID chaos when you're meeting your families and all that kind of stuff. It's obviously we all want to be together after the incredibly hard year that 2020's been. But just all stay safe, keep listening to music, and we'll see you on the other side in 2021.
We'll see you in 2021, you guys. Have a very, very Merry Christmas. Have a great New Year. As Andy said, stay safe. Don't do anything we wouldn't do. maybe that's not a...
Absolutely.
Maybe. Just have a good time. Keep writing music. Send us the music you write, and we will catch up with you in the new year. Take it easy, you guys.
Take it easy. All the best.
Bye now.